Good morning, Dr. Venkatesh Sir. I welcome Dr. Venkatesh Sir, Urology Team Leader for RRM Next Institute. And here is a very marvelous achievement by Dr. Venkatesh Sir in his first batch. He conducted face-to-face class in Delhi. Here I welcome Dr. Shailesh, who got rank #1, and most of the institute people are behind him to get an interview. So we are lucky to have him on our platform for a face-to-face class in Delhi. During a active COVID time, we could conduct a class there, and it was a huge success at that time. In January 2020, in between the COVID, we conducted it, and Dr. Shailesh attended the class there. Dr. Shailesh, I welcome Dr. Venkatesh and Dr. Shailesh. Hereafter, Dr. Venkatesh will be asking you the questions regarding the preparation and other things. I'll be just an observer because I have no major play in this. Just I'm a odd man out in the urology team. Just I wanted to make the interview go live because the real credit here goes to Dr. Venkatesh. Thank you, Venkatesh sir. Please you carry on, sir. You carry on interview with Dr. Shailesh. I will be observing.
Good morning, sir. Welcome, Shailesh. First of all, a very, very proud moment for the whole RRM team and for me in particular as a team leader of this urology. And since you are the first batch, and I'm really out of words to explain this, Shailesh, I'm really very, very happy for you. These words are directly from my heart. And what you have done is not a simple thing. So getting a rank 1, it can never happen. It just everything has to fall in place for you. And I think you thoroughly deserved it because I have been tracking you for 1 year now. What happened with the last aims, May aims? What happened in this last year, December INI SS, where you qualified for the both interviews and you narrowly missed it. I know the difficulties you faced. I still remember the talks we had over phone for many nights after the exams, and how we felt before the NEET SS and how to approach all those stuff. And it has been actually I'm emotionally moved because I know I have traveled along with you. So though my part is very, very minuscule, the whole credit has to be given to Dr. Shailesh. But the whole hardships, everything, now people will see only the results and success of Dr. Shailesh. But I have understood the pains and sacrifices he has put in through this entire 1 year, and how he held up his composure and confidence to achieve this result, which is a marvelous and very, very rare result. The rank 1 is something which nobody can predict or dream for it. Okay, it's actually a dream come true, and this is not at all possible without Rajamahendran Sir. You try to underplay yourself. It is just because everything happened only because of your name and your value and your concern for the students. Though I am very new to this teaching program, nobody knows who Dr. Venkatesh was, and nobody knows it because it is you who gave us an identity. You gave us a platform to perform. Only then we could show the results. So this is only possible because of the trust you had in our entire team, not just me, the whole team of our urology, where we had 7 faculties. And it is also not possible without the support of our students who believed in you and believed in our hard work and who continuously traveled with us throughout this year.
Thank you, sir. Thank you,
sir. Welcome, Shailesh.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome, Shailesh. Very with that. This is your day, and you have made all of us really proud of it. Yeah. And shall we start with?
You helped me a lot during my preparation, sir. So I know, sir. Your hard work is also there for me, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Shailesh. Shailesh, just feel free. You can just speak from your heart. Okay. There's nothing. Whatever you feel like, you can speak like. And you just let us all get introduced about who Dr. Shailesh is, where is he from. Just give a small brief intro of you, Dr. Shailesh.
Sir, I come from at the Gir in the Gujarat, sir, Gir Somnath district, at the Somnath temple, sir. And I did my MBBS and MS in Ahmedabad, sir, in VS hospital. And then I moved to Delhi, sir, for preparation. And they stayed for 1 year for Delhi, sir, for preparation, sir.
Okay.
And I had my colleague, Dr. Jitendra Tolwani, is also preparing for gastrosurgery. So I have very good company with Dr. Jitendra Tolwani. And we both are prepared for 1 year in Delhi, sir. So my journey is very smooth in the Delhi, sir, for preparation, sir.
Okay. Yeah. So it means you are
he's working without working anywhere. You are fully preparing like a PG aspirant.
Sir, actually I passed. Actually, sir, I failed in my MS general surgery, sir.
Oh, okay, okay.
And,
Oh my God.
yes,
Sir,
sir.
this is this is
That is
really
that is the real motivation for him. I think that is the real motivation for him to get a rank one.
Yes, sir.
yeah.
I failed my MS General Surgery, and then during this 6-month preparation, actually I didn't know which branch is suitable for me, and so after clearing 2019 second attempt in MS General Surgery, I go to my town and do 1-year job, and then I realized neurosurgery is branch is suitable for me. So after 2019 NEET SS, I leave my job, and I fully prepare for urology, sir. In
I
September.
understand the difficulty, sir. So he would have relieved from his job thinking that exam is in 3 months' time. But unfortunately, we all know what happened last year. It was
Yes,
almost the 2021 session was held in 2022. So
yes,
that pains and hard work, I know it is very difficult, very, very difficult to manage at this age with family and difficult to support family. What you have done
Shailesh is married.
is,
Shailesh is married.
no, sir, I am single, sir.
Okay, okay. So we can keep that also because it is very important here. There may be people waiting for you.
Sir, MCH aspirant,
the most eligible bachelor now.
Yes.
sir, MCH aspirant are on a struggling phase, and every aspect, marriage, economical aspect, every
Exactly.
aspect, sir.
Exactly.
Okay.
So you said it is a smooth travel, Shailesh, but I don't think so. Lot of uncertainties and doubtfulness, lot of periods of depression should have happened in you, but you have come across. So that's a true grit of a real winner. That's what I should feel like. So I could feel it.
Yes, sir,
Okay,
definitely.
then yeah. Okay, then tell us, Shailesh, how do you get to come across our platform, and how did you found it useful? Just feel free. There is no inhibitions. Whatever you feel like, how the classes were, are you prepared for it, and how were the direct lectures? I think you belong to a batch of January 2021 offline batch, which we held in
Yes,
Actually, that is the first
Delhi.
batch by our
Delhi.
official announcement.
And yeah. And that is the first class from our new RRM Next banner. And if you remember right, the class was supposed to be scheduled in December 2020, and we rescheduled it because of the
yes,
COVID spike. And many students were very much worried whether the classes will continue or not. But as we promised, we made a promise to the students, and just for the sake of students who had registered for us, we whatever be the number of students we have attended, we have planned to conduct the class, and we conducted the class, and it was a very, very success for us class. And you don't and if you remember, Shailesh, we have got
yes,
one more rank number 5 or 6 from the same batch, one INI rank 2 from the same Delhi batch,
yes,
almost
sir, yes,
around 10 toppers in the last INI SS and this NEET SS from the very small batch of Delhi students.
yes.
That speaks that
Sir,
speaks the success of.
we have only 50 students, but it's like picnic, sir. In the 7 days, we enjoyed a lot, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. We also enjoyed, and we had a lot of chit chats, and we even extended the class after 7, 8, and still nobody left the class.
Yes,
That's the real determination of these students,
It's a
because
very cool. I
somebody.
still remember. I also remember visiting the East Patel Nagar, that underground classroom. Everyone sitting there in the so much of cold, and we will be arranging coffee, everything. I now remember the face of Dr. Shailesh having a cup of coffee with one of his friends there.
Yeah.
Because it's a very small batch, but that's the first batch, and I was more tensed because we don't know whether the students will come or not. And many another institute also mentioned the date in the same time, and they canceled the class. And we only connected the class. It was a very happy moment. Dr. Shailesh, do you think the face-to-face class had really helped you in this rank?
Yes, sir. Your classes in the Delhi in January classes actually is very helpful, and actually we didn't know how to prepare in the urology because the book is very course is very lengthy and all these things. And Venkatesh Sir helps a lot, and the whole faculties members are also very good, and they are all crisp and very compiled manner. They are actually बहुत अच्छा लगा वहाँ पे मतलब क्लासेस में, और वहाँ पे बहुत सारे अच्छे फ्रेंड्स भी मिले मेरे को एग्जाम ड्यूरिंग द प्रिपरेशन एंड ड्यूरिंग द क्लासेस. I met a very good friend, and I make very good friend of them, and actually बहुत मजा आया सर क्लासेस में, और अच्छा लगा सर, अच्छा था सर.
Though I don't know Hindi, I could feel something. You enjoyed the class. Maja something, some words. You have enjoyed the classes.
Yeah. It was a very close knit students there, and I still remember friends. Remember those students. They are like whenever any personal issues are happening, any family function, any marriage, I still get some messages from those students. I feel like a close knit family there. So
Okay.
maybe I was very much attached to those batch of students actually. Still, even
And your
outside the academics,
and
I
your
even
material.
got some invitations for marriage also. So that's bonding we had with the students there, sir. That's great. And Shailesh,
Yes, sir.
this one point, there are
Hmm.
so many online platforms.
Hmm.
Do you think any difference which the direct offline classes where you see and directly interact with the student with the faculties like us really helped? Any edge over online classes in direct offline classes, like understanding some difficult concepts of neurourology, neurogenic bladder, all those stuff? Can you
Yes, sir.
just elaborate on? Because many times now the students' mentality is like, oh, do we really have to take the hardship of traveling 1 or 2 days to reach the offline classes? Is it really worth? Because when we have everything in the hand in online, is it really worth for attending this offline classes? But if you go through the results, only those students who had attended the Chennai classes or Delhi classes or the revision classes, they had definitely scored much better than the rest of the students. I think you are a living example for it. I think understood. So, is there anything extra edge in attending this direct face-to-face classes? What do you feel like, Shailesh?
Yes, sir. Definitely, sir. In the offline classes, we actually see the how the competition is and how the other guys' preparation, and you compare your preparation for the other guys. And actually, in the this is the little advantage for the offline classes, and the live interaction is also there, sir. And in the online classes, you if you don't that much regular as offline classes, you have to sit 9 to 10 hours for this, and you actually measuring your capacity to how to hard work, how can you go far for this. So these are the advantage which cannot be compared with online classes, sir.
Yes,
These
yes.
are the things is
And I
important.
also, I also, some other students also spoke because offline classes, like it is, we are also totally bound to you because we are supposed to finish a particular chapter or particular segment in the stipulated period of time. The same thing happens to you. You can remember the same lecture on renal tumors for 4 hours in the same
Yes,
class, whereas it will take for you at least 2 to 3 days when you see the same lectures on videos. So that is
yes,
one added advantage I feel like. That means
yes,
in
sir.
a short period of time you will have a grasp of whole of the concepts and subject.
Yes, sir.
In some means you were forced to attend it, and
Yes, sir.
only those students who had sacrificed it and come out of their comfort zone and attend the classes have definitely given the results. I think that your results itself speaks for it, I think.
Yes, sir. You can actually compare your preparation and your standard with others. These are better in the offline classes. You cannot compare with the online classes, sir. These are the
Yes,
advantage.
Okay,
advantages.
sir. Dr. Shailesh, I know you have attended many other online classes also, but I want to ask only one question. You have
Yes, sir.
seen so many urologists taking classes. How you think about Dr. Venkatesh Sir's class? Be open because, and whom do you think will be the best in taking the classes in a oriented way, in a clinical oriented way, and in an explanatory way? Because that is most important. Because I have selected Dr. Venkatesh Sir without knowing him. I have not seen him through the phases. I saw him taking few seconds of class, and I decided he will be one of the extraordinary urology faculty all over the country. And I made him as a leader for the team of urology. And now he is running the urology show alone with the entire Campbell in his skull. He has everything inside. Whichever question you want, you can ask. I cannot answer a gastro question all over from Shackleford, but I have seen very rare few people who can answer questions anywhere from Campbell. Dr. Venkatesh Sir can answer any question within few seconds after verifying or without even verifying, you will tell the answer. So, what do you feel about the classes by Dr. Venkatesh Sir?
Yes, sir. Venkatesh sir is very good for the teaching, sir. Actually, the method of teaching of Venkatesh sir is very good, very understanding, sir, and very easy to understand, sir. And the sir was actually draw the diagram and all those things are very good for easy understanding. So one classes was there, intersexual disorder. So it was very difficult to read from the Campbell, but sir narrated very well and very simple languages. It helps a lot in INICET is also 2 to 3 questions because people, those who are attending those classes are actually very easy for them. So these are the things. And Venkatesh sir pick the very difficult topic from the Campbell and then regularly arrange the classes at the 1 month interval. So these are the very important and very helpful for us to those who are attending the live
Okay.
He's very helpful too, yes, sir.
Okay, okay, sir.
And
Thank you, Shailesh.
actually all sir who are taking and who are all are good, but Venkatesh sir is very good, sir.
Very good, extraordinary. So that's what I thank you, Dr.
Thank you, Shailesh.
Thank you, Dr. Shailesh. I hope you'll be busy with attending interviews from various other platforms. I am happy that we got you first. And
No, sir. See, the thing is, Shailesh texted me directly. Even I didn't call him, and he called me up and informed. So that is a real pride and a proud moment for us, sir. Because uh, immediately after the results, he texted me, "Sir, I got rank one." And even before after clearing exams, now I think now is the right time to tell. On the day of exam, he called me and said, "Sir, I have done my best, and definitely I'll be in top 10 or top 20 rank." So that's the kind of confidence one should have in their own preparation. And I think when it comes to remembering Canberra, I think Shailesh is far ahead of me because he knows everything
No, sir.
page by page. And now I would like to tell, I conducted a recall session, sir, and Dr. Shailesh was the main reason for that because he helped me to recall all the questions, and all the questions are exact recalls, and we were able to collect all the options. And you don't remember, we did a recall session within 4 days of the exam, and the 2 previous nights we have been continuously talking for 4-5 hours over phone to just reorganize and recreate the question paper itself. So that shows the amount of hard work he had put in. And also I also wanted to be in touch with students, and I felt it is my bound duty to compile the paper and give the answers to the students as well. So
Yes,
so
sir.
coming out the recall paper within 4 days is, it's not an easy job, I think, sir, because it really took a hell of time for us. And a special thanks to Shailesh for that.
और मैं अभी स्टूडेंट जो प्रिपरेशन कर रहे हैं उसके लिए कुछ आई हैव स्मॉल मैसेज फॉर द स्टूडेंट हु आर प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर
Yeah, that's the next question. So what do you want to prepare, and what is see, remember, this is a very very competitive exam. So many of our students who have been listening to it, so the 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 margin of error is very little. The scores difference between a rank 1 and a rank 100 or 200 is, it's a matter of 2 or 3 questions, that's it, because it is a very competitive exam. And it's one of the most sought papers as well. MCH Urology is one of the most sought super specialties. So there will be few students. Even some of my students have also felt very heartbreaking because some results are shocking for them. And what is the message you have to give up onto them? But I think having known you in very close quarters, you are the very right person to tell. So how do you felt like when you missed out the AIMS paper, when you missed out the INI interviews, and how you held up your composure? And what is the message for the upcoming students and your junior, Shailesh?
So
just feel free and let
pattern is changed now. So nothing to gain from preparing for specific subject, specific exam. So because every NB is getting more tougher and tougher day by day examination, sir. They are preparing for clinical questions and image based questions. No one-liner is there. So I think in the Sebiston 21st edition and the Bailey, every line is MCQ. Sir. Nothing to leave. If you want to get top score, you have to read thoroughly. Every line is MCQ because you cannot say these are not the MCQs. Because he can frame every line from the MCQ, sir. So solve as much as question bank, give as much as mock test, believe in yourself, don't listen from the others, hard work, set goal as high as possible. And for the 4 to 5 months, forget everything. Just do hard work and believe in yourself, be positive. Every day you have to be motivated and make 2 to 3 good friends who can motivate each other. And these are the small things which going to help you. And at the last, I would like to special thanks to Dr. Jitendra Tolwani, my friend, who helped me a lot. He actually a gastro aspirant, sir. And we both are stay together and actually helped me a lot during my preparation. So I
hope he listens.
Yes, sir.
Very touchy and emotional to hear, Shailesh, because during these days of happiness, people really forget those who really help them during the tough days. But really, my hats off to you to remember your friends who really helped you and supported you during the times of stress and disappointments. Congrats to Dr. Jitendra as well.
Yes, sir.
Very, very rare gesture to see these days, sir. RRM, sir, what do you feel like?
He will be like you again, sir. He will be a replication of you. I have seen a very rare, humble person like you. I have seen so many people, but you are one of the most humble persons I have seen, especially doing extraordinary surgeries, completing a subject and doing extraordinary classes. And I think Shailesh will be a tough competitor for you in future.
Yeah, sir. And I would like to welcome Shailesh into our team anytime for that matter. And as I already discussed, we are planning to come out with a small booklet for this INISS. And
Most
Dr. Shailesh will be
most
a
welcome.
co-author with that. I think he is the most apt person, I think, sir, because given the current scenario, he knows where the questions are, and he is like, as we discussed sometime back, he used to go through the mind of the examiners where the next question will be like. He is in such a kind of preparation now, and we will under the RRM banner, we will definitely trying to come
Release
out
the
with
book,
a
sir.
book
No
in
problem.
3 months of time, sir.
Definitely, sir.
Yeah,
Definitely. All the best, Dr. Shailesh.
And
Thank you
yes,
for
sir. Thank you.
giving the
yeah.
interview.
Shailesh, and one more.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
one more question, sir. Last question.
Yes, sir.
Shailesh, with a change in pattern, do you think like those students who had narrowly missed this urology or any super specialty for that matter, is it really worth for them to sit for this INISS? Because now the new batch of students, I think they may not invest so much of time in this INISS. But with this INISS coming and around 35 seats in urology for that matter, do you really feel like those who had narrowly missed it should go into it, as well as those residents who are in their final year of residency should prepare specifically for this INISS, because on any given day INISS institutes are far ahead compared to the rest of the institutes. What's your take on it, Shailesh? Because you have narrowly missed them by a whisker in 2 of the past exams. So
Yes, sir.
what's your thought on it?
Definitely, sir. If you want to do urology and you're passionate about urology, you should definitely prepare for the INI CET. And this time, very easy to get in IIMS, and because they are combining all exams. If you are in the common merit rank, if you are
Yes.
6, 7, and then you are also getting PGI and JIPMER very easily, sir. So if you are, and this daily reading Campbell 2 to 3 hours max enough, sir. Then nothing required extra, sir, because
Yes.
their questions are very fixed, and then only manipulate this, and clinical scenario they are only manipulated. So definitely, if you are passionate for urology, I think what I feel, if you are passionate about urology, so getting through NEET SS 2022, you have much easier advantage to getting through INI CET, sir. That's what I feel, sir. Because in INI CET, in NEET SS 2022, you have huge competition with all this combining, and you may not get a top institute in the whole India. But if you go through the INI CET, there is much less participant in the exams, and also seats are increasing, 15, 16 seats are also there. So this way is also much more easier than NEET SS 2022, sir. That I feel, sir. So definitely, if you are passionate about urology, you should think about INI CET, sir. Definitely.
Thank you, Shailesh. It was a real pleasure to speak up with you, and you held the gratitude to call us back and inform us and give the small interview, and also a lot of tips for the juniors. And very thankful to you, Shailesh, from my urology team and RRM team. Thank you, Rajamahendran Sir. Any final words or final comments?
Thank you, Venkatesh. Thank you, Dr. Shailesh.
Yes,
it's an excellent interview with Dr. Shailesh, and hope to see so many students from you under urology team. Next year also we will achieve the top
rank. He'll be joining us, sir.
Definitely, achieving the next year also the mentorship program which we have announced will definitely attract more students towards you. I felt some mentorship program is needed for INI common entrance test, because preparing alone is very difficult. So the next plan of our mentorship program for INI SS, urology, gastro, all those programs will work out, and we'll get more students for that program. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Shailesh.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.